In this tutorial video, I will explain some questions from application of trigonometry, exercise 9.1. So watch the complete video. Let us see the very first topic of this chapter, line of sight. When an observer looks from a point O at an object P, then the line OP is called the line of sight. Let us understand this definition by taking an example. Suppose this boy is an observer and this bird is an object. This boy is looking to this bird. So the line segment joining this observer to this bird is called the line of sight because this boy is looking from point O to an object which is placed at point P. Now let us take another example. Suppose this man is an observer and this statue with pedestal is an object. And suppose this man is looking at the foot of this pedestal. Then the line segment joining this observer to the foot of this pedestal is called line of sight. So OP is the line of sight. Now the next topic is angle of elevation. If an object is placed above the level of eyes, then the angle which the line of sight makes with the horizontal line through eye is called angle of elevation. Let us understand this definition by taking an example. Suppose this man is an observer and this lighthouse is an object. And suppose this man is looking at the top of this lighthouse. The top of this lighthouse is above the level of eye of this observer. So the angle made between the line of sight means this OP. OP is the line of sight and the horizontal line means line OA is the horizontal line. The angle made between these two is called angle of elevation. So this angle, angle AOP, is termed as angle of elevation. The next topic is angle of depression. So let us see the definition. If an object is placed below the level of eyes, then the angle which the line of sight makes with the horizontal line through eye is called angle of depression. Now let us understand this definition by taking the same example. Suppose this man is an observer and this lighthouse is an object. This time the man is looking at the foot of the lighthouse. So the foot of the lighthouse is below the level of eye of this observer. Hence the line of sight will be OP while the horizontal line is OA. Then the angle made between this horizontal line and the line of sight is AOP. This angle is termed as angle of depression. Now let us see the very first question of exercise 9.1. A circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. Find the height of the pole if the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degree. So first of all, according to the question, we have to draw the figure. As given in the question, a circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. So there is a pole which is standing on the ground. So let us consider a pole AB which is standing on the ground. Now there is a rope whose length is 20 meter which is tied from the top of this pole to the ground. So let us consider a rope AC which is tied from the top of this pole to the ground. So AC is the length of rope and BC is the ground. Here the length of rope is given 20 meter. So the measurement of AC we can write 20 meter, and the last line it is given the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degree. Means the angle between this rope and this ground is given 30 degree. So we can write here the measurement of angle ACB is equals to 30 degree. This is a circus artist. Now, after drawing the figure, then we have to find out the solution of this question. As given in the question, at point C, there is an angle of 30 degree. So, theta is at point C. So, the side opposite to theta means AB will be taken as perpendicular. Since pole is making an angle of 90 degree with the ground, so this angle is equals to 90 degree. So the side opposite to 90 degree means AC will be taken as hypotenuse, while this BC will be taken as base. So here we can observe that the measurement of H is given 20 meter and we have to find out the length of pole means AB, means we have to find out the value of P. Value of H is already given. So we have to think about those T ratios which is having the ratio of P and H both. In sine theta and cosec theta, we can have the ratio of P and H both. Sine theta is equals to P by H, while cosec theta is equals to H upon P. So either we can solve this question by taking the sine theta or cosec theta. Why we are taking either sine theta or cosec theta? Because the measurement of H is given and we have to find out the measurement of P. So the ratio, the T ratio which is having P and H both is either sine theta or cosec theta. So let us see the solution of this question. It can be observed from the figure that AB is the height of the pole, or we can say length of the pole. So we can write here, it can be observed from the figure that AB is the pole. So in triangle ABC, we can write here in triangle ABC sine 30 degree, because the measurement of angle is given 30 degree. Sine 30 degree will be equals to P upon H, means AB upon AC. We can write here sine 30 degree is equals to AB upon AC. Why I have taken sine? Because the value of H is given and value of P we have to find out. That's why I have taken sine. If we will take cosec, then also we will get the same answer. The angle is given 30 degree, so we have written here 30 degree. If the measurement of angle is given 60 degree, then we have to write here 60 degree. Now, as the ratio of sine is equals to P upon H, means perpendicular upon hypotenuse, AB upon AC. So I have written here AB upon AC. Now here sine 30 degree. The value of sine 30 degree is equals to 1 upon 2. AB will be as it is, and on the place of AC we can write 20 meter. The value of AC is given 20 meter, so we can place here 20 meter. Hence the value of AB will be equals to 20 upon 2, that will be equals to 10 meter. Finally, the answer is the height of the pole is 10 meter. So this is the final solution of this question. Question number 2. A tree breaks due to a storm and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 degree with it. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meter. Find the height of the tree. According to the question, we will draw the figure. As given in the question, a tree is standing on the ground. So we will draw a tree which is standing on the ground. So let us see, this is the ground on which there is a tree whose height is AC. Now, according to the question, due to storm, this tree is bent. Suppose this tree is bent at point B and its top touches the ground at point A dash. As given in the question, the top of the tree makes an angle of 30 degree with the ground. The distance between the top and the foot of the tree is given 8 meter. So the distance between A dash to C is given 8 meter. Here we can observe that the distance of A dash B and A to B both will be same, because A dash B is the part of AB. AB and A dash B both are equal. So in this question, we have to find out the height of the tree. So let us see the solution. Let AC was the original tree. Due to storm, it was broken into two parts. The broken part A-B is making 30 degree with the ground. From the figure, we can write all these things. After that, here we can observe that the theta is at point A dash. So the side opposite to theta means BC will be taken as perpendicular. Now this tree is making an angle of 90 degree with the ground. So the side opposite to this 90 degree will be taken as hypotenuse. Means A dash B will be taken as hypotenuse, while A dash C will be taken as base. So we got perpendicular, base and hypotenuse of triangle A dash B and C. In this triangle, the measurement of A dash C is given 8 meter, means the measurement of B is given, and we will find out the value of P, means BC. Now we have to think about those T ratios which is having perpendicular and base both. So whenever we talk about that tan theta or cot theta, both are having the ratios of P and B, means perpendicular and base. As tan theta is equals to perpendicular upon base and cot theta is equals to base upon perpendicular. So here we can take either T ratios, either we can take tan theta or we can take cot theta. In both the cases we will get the same answer. So in triangle A dash B C, we have to take tan theta is equals to perpendicular upon base. So the value of theta is given 30 degree. So we can write here tan 30 degree will be equals to perpendicular means BC upon base means A dash C. So we have written here. Now tan theta is equals to 1 upon root 3. So on the place of tan theta, we can write 1 upon root 3. BC will be as it is, and on the place of A dash C, the value of A dash C is given 8 meter. So we can write here 8 meter on the place of A dash C. So tan theta will be equals to 1 upon root 3, BC will be as it is, A dash C will be equals to 8. Finally, we can write here BC will be equals to 8 upon root 3. After getting the measurement of this side BC, we have to find out the measurement of A dash B. Since the measurement of A dash C is given 8 and the measurement of BC, we got 8 upon root 3. 8 upon root 3. Now in right angle triangle A dash BC, the square of A dash B will be equals to BC square plus A dash C square. So here we can write in right angle triangle A dash BC, A dash B square equals to BC square plus A dash C square. After that, we have to put the value of BC, that is given 8 upon root 3 whole square, and value of a dash c, that is given 8. We have to put that also, and after solving this one we will get 256 upon 3. This is the value of a dash b square. So the value of a dash b will be equals to under root 256 upon 3. So the final value of a dash b will be equals to 16 upon root 3. After getting the measurement of a dash b, then we have to find the height of the tree. The height of the tree will be AC. So we can write here AC is equals to AB plus BC, and this AB is equals to A dash B. So finally we can write here height of the tree is equals to A dash B plus BC. The value of a dash b is 16 upon root 3, while value of bc is 8 upon root 3. And after adding these two, we will have 24 upon root 3. And after rationalizing the denominator, we will have 8 root 3. So the final solution of this question is the height of the tree is 8 root 3 meter. Now let us see question number 8. A statue 1.6 meter tall stands on a top of pedestal. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degree, and from the same point the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degree. Find the height of the pedestal. So first of all, according to the question, we have to draw the figure. As given in the question, a statue is standing on the top of the pedestal. So first of all, we will draw a ground DC. On this ground, suppose there is a pedestal BC, and on the top of this pedestal there is a statue. So we have to place one statue at the top of this pedestal. Suppose AB is the statue which is standing on the top of this pedestal. Now from point D, suppose we have considered a point D on the ground. From this point the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is A. From this point D, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is given 60 degree. So first of all we have to draw the line of sight, that is DA, and the horizontal line is DC. So the angle between these two is given 60 degree. Now the next line, from the same point D, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal. Which is the top of the pedestal? Point B is the top of the pedestal. So the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degree. So first of all we have to draw the line of sight, means DB. This is the line of sight, and the horizontal line is DC. So the angle between these two are given 45 degree. Height of the statue is given 1.6 meter. So we can write here the measurement of AB is given 1.6 meter. Now let us see the solution of this question. Let AB be the statue, BC be the pedestal, and D be the point on the ground where the elevation angles are to be measured. Now after that, first of all we will consider triangle BCD. In this triangle BCD, the angle is at point D. This is the angle. The side opposite to this angle, this theta, will be taken as perpendicular. So BC will be taken as perpendicular, while CD will be taken as base, and the side opposite to 90 degree means BD will be taken as hypotenuse. So in triangle BCD, BC will be taken as perpendicular because this side is opposite to theta. This BD will be taken as hypotenuse because this side is opposite to 90 degree. So in triangle BCD, we have to take tan theta because this BC is perpendicular and DC is base. So we will take tan theta in triangle BCD. So here we can write in the solution, in triangle BCD, The value of theta is given 45 degrees. So here we can write tan 45 degree equals to BC upon CD. Now the value of BC is not given and the value of CD is not given, so it will be as it is. Tan 45 degree is equals to 1. So we can write there 1 and BC upon CD. And finally we can write here BC is equals to CD. So this is our very first equation. BC is equals to CD. Now after getting this equation, now we will consider triangle ACD. In this triangle, in triangle ACD, in triangle ACD, there is an angle of 60 degree. Again we will apply tan 60 degree. This time we will apply the formula of tan 60. So here we can write in triangle ACD, tan 60 degree will be equals to perpendicular means AC upon B means CD. Perpendicular upon base means AC upon CD. So we are here we can write tan 60 degree equals to AC upon CD. On the place of tan 60 degree we can write root 3, but on the place of AC we can write AB plus BC. So we can write here tan 60 degree is equals to root 3. On the place of AC we can write AB plus BC. Now here on the place of CD I have written here BC. Why I have written here BC? Because just now we got here BC and CD both are equal. So on the place of CD we can write BC because CD is equals to BC. Both are equal. So on the place of CD I have written BC. After that we have to put the value of AB. The value of AB we are having here. In this figure we can see AB is the height of the statue which is given 1.6 meter. So on the place of AB we can write 1.6 meter. So BC multiplied by root 3 equals to root 3 BC is equals to 1.6 meter plus BC. So we can write here 1.6 plus BC equals to root 3 BC. After that we can solve BC. Then BC into root 3 minus 1 equals to 1.6. And finally we can say that BC will be equals to 1.6 upon root 3 minus 1. So here we can write BC is equals to 1.6 upon root 3 minus 1. After that we have to rationalize this denominator. In denominator we are having root 3 minus 1. So we have to multiply it with root 3 plus 1 in the numerator and root 3 plus 1 in the denominator. So numerator will remain same. Now here a minus b and a plus b, we can write a square minus b square. Now the numerator will remain same and here we can write root 3 square equals to 3 minus 1 square equals to 1. 3 minus 1 equals to 2. Now 1.6 divided by 2 will be equals to 0.8 multiplied by root 3 plus 1. So BC will be equals to 0.8 multiplied by root 3 minus 1. So the final solution of this question is height of the pedestal is 0.8 into root 3 plus 1 meter. So this is the final solution of this question. Now let us consider question number 12. From the top of a 7-meter high building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degree and the angle of depression of its foot is 45 degree. Determine the height of the tower. Now again, according to the question, first of all we will draw the figure. According to the question, there is a building of height 7 meter. So first of all, we will draw a building whose height is given 7 meter. Now let us consider a base BD. Now according to the question, there is a cable tower in front of the building. So we have to draw one cable tower in front of the building. Suppose CD is the cable tower. Now, according to the question, it is given that the angle of elevation from the top of the building to the top of the cable tower is 60 degree. So first of all, we have to draw the line of sight, that is AC. After that, we have to draw the horizontal line, that is AE. Now the angle between these two is termed as angle of elevation, which is given 60 degree. Now, in the next line of the question, it is given that the angle of depression of the foot of this cable tower from the top of the same building is given 45 degree. So first of all we have to draw the line of sight, that is AD. Now the angle between AD and this horizontal line AE is given 45 degree. So here we can write 45 degree. The measurement of angle EAD means this angle will be equals to measurement of this angle means ADB, because both are the pair of alternate interior angles. So here also we can write 45 degree. In this question, we have to find out the height of the tower, that is equals to CD. So let us see the solution of this question. Here we can write, let AB be the building and CD be the cable tower. Now, first of all, we will consider triangle ABD. In this triangle ABD, measurement of AB is given 7 meter. We will find the measurement of BD. So, angle is given at point D. So, the side opposite to angle means theta will be taken as perpendicular. This will be taken as hypotenuse, while this will be taken as base. So, the value of P is given 7 meter. We will find the value of B. P and B. Again, we will take tan theta. In triangle ABD, we can write here in triangle ABD tan 45 degree, because the measurement of this angle is given 45 degree. So we can write here tan 45 degree equals to AB upon BD. Now, as we know, tan 45 is equals to 1 and the value of AB is given 7. So on the place of tan theta, we can write 1, AB equals to 7. The value of BD is not given, so we can write here BD. Finally, we can write here BD equals to 7 meter. After that, we will consider triangle CEA, or we can say AEC also. In this triangle, the side opposite to this theta means 60 degree will be taken as perpendicular, means CE will be taken as perpendicular while AE will be taken as base. Since the measurement of BD is 7 meter, we got the value of BD, that is equals to 7 meter. So the measurement of AE will also equals to 7 meter. Here we can write 7 meter. Here in triangle ACE, we can write in triangle ACE, tan 60 degree will be equals to CE upon AE. We can write here tan 60 degree equals to CE upon AE. Now on the place of tan 60 degree, we can write root 3 CE. We don't have the value of CE, so it will be as it is. But AE, we are having 7 meter because AE is equal to BD. So here we can write tan 60 root 3 CE will be as it is. On the place of AE, we will have 7 meter. So finally we can write here CE equals to 7 root 3. After getting the measurement of CE equals to 7 root 3 meter, now we can find out the height of cable tower, that is equals to CD. CD will be equals to CE plus ED. So here we can write CE is equals to CD is equals to CE plus ED. The value of CE we are having 7 root 3. ED, this ED is equals to AB, because the measurement of AB and ED both are equals. So this will be equals to 7 meter. Here we can write the value of CE, that is equals to 7 root 3, ED equals to 7. 7 we can take common here, so we can write 7 into root 3 plus 1 meter. And finally we can write here the height of that cable tower is 7 into root 3 plus 1 meter. So this is the final solution of this question. Now let us consider question number 13. As observed from the top of 75-meter high lighthouse from the sea level, the angles of depression of two ships are 30 degree and 45 degree. If one ship is exactly behind the other on the same side of the lighthouse, find the distance between the two ships. Here, according to the question, again we will draw the diagram. So first of all, let us consider a sea with the lighthouse AB. The height of the lighthouse is given 75 meter. Now let us consider two ships. The first ship is at point C while the second ship is at point D. According to the question, the angle of depression of these two ships from the top of the lighthouse are 30° and 45°. So let us see the angle of depression of the very first ship, that is the ship is at point C. So first of all we have to draw the line of sight, means AC. Then we draw the horizontal line. Now the angle of depression is given 45 degrees. So here this angle will be equals to 45 degree. Since the measurement of this angle is 45 degree, hence the measurement of this angle is also equals to 45 degree, because these two lines are parallel. Similarly, we have to draw the angle of depression of the second ship, which is at point D. So first of all we have to draw the line of sight, that is AD, and the horizontal line, this one. The angle of depression of the second ship is 30 degrees, so we can write here 30 degree. So the measurement of this angle will also be equals to 30 degree. After that we will write the solution. So let us see the solution. Let AB be the lighthouse and the two ships be at point C and D respectively. So first of all we will consider triangle ABC. This is the angle. The side opposite to this angle will be taken as perpendicular and this will be taken as base. So here P and B, we will take tan theta. In triangle ABC, we will take tan 45 degree will be equals to AB upon BC. The value of AB is given 75 while the value of BC is not given. So here we can write in triangle ABC, tan 45 degree equals to AB upon BC. The value of tan 45 is 1, so we can write here 1. AB equals to 75, BC will be as it is. So the value of BC will be equals to 75 meter. Now we got the value of BC, that is equals to 75 meter. After getting the measurement of BC, then we will consider triangle ABD. So here we can write in triangle ABD, we will apply tan theta, tan 30 degree, because in triangle ABD we are having the angle of 30 degree. So here we can write in triangle ABD tan 30 degree equals to AB, means perpendicular upon base, that is equals to BD whole we have to write, because the base of triangle ABD is BD. So we can write here AB upon BD. The measurement of AB is given 75 meter. So we can write 75 on the place of AB, while on the place of BD we can write BC plus CD, and on the place of tan 30 we can write 1 upon root 3, because the value of tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. So here we can write 1 upon root 3, AB will be 75, BD will be equals to BC plus CD. Now 1 upon root 3 will be as it is, 75 will be as it is. On the place of BC, we can write 75, CD will be as it is. Now we will do the cross multiplication. So here we can write 75 plus CD into 1 will be equals to 75 plus CD, and 75 into root 3 we can write here. So finally we can write CD equals to 75 root 3 minus 75. When we'll take 75 as a common factor, then we can write 75 into root 3 minus 1 meter. So finally we can write here the distance between the two ship is 75 under root 3 minus 1. So CD is the distance between two ship. So here we can write CD is equals to 75 into root 3 minus 1. That is the final solution of this question. Now let us consider question number 15. A straight highway leads to the foot of a tower. A man standing at the top of the tower observes a car as an angle of depression of 30 degree, which is approaching the foot of the tower with a uniform speed. 6 seconds later, the angle of depression of the car is found to be 60 degree. Find the time taken by the car to reach the foot of the tower from this point. So according to the question, we will draw the figure. First of all, we have to draw a straight highway which leads to the foot of the tower AB. AB is the tower. On the top of this tower, a man is standing. This man observes a car as an angle of depression of 30 degree. This car is approaching towards the foot of the tower. Suppose the car is at point C and this man observes the angle of depression of this car is 30 degree. So first of all, we have to draw the line of sight that is equals to AC and then horizontal line. The angle made between this line of sight and the horizontal line is angle of depression, and the measurement of this angle is given 30 degree. So the measurement of this angle will also be equals to 30 degree because these two lines are parallel. So here we can write 30 degree. After 6 seconds, the car reaches to point D. Suppose after 6 seconds the car reaches to point D and the angle of depression changes from 30 degree to 60 degree. So first of all, we have to draw the line of sight, that is AD. The horizontal line will remain same. So this angle will be angle of depression and the measurement of this angle is given 60 degree. So the measurement of this angle will also be equals to 60 degree. Now let us see the solution of this question. In the solution we can write down let AB be the tower and V is the uniform speed of the car and T is the required time. Means T is the time to reach the car from point D to B. As given in the question, the car takes 6 seconds to reach from point C to D. It means it takes 6 seconds to move from point C to D. And as I have assumed, let the speed of the car be V. So the distance from C to D will be equals to speed into time, means V into 6. So here we can write 6V. 6V is the distance from C to D. Similarly, we can find the distance traveled by car from point D to B, as we are having the uniform speed, that is V, and the time taken to reach the car from point D to B is T. So the distance from D to B will be equals to speed into time, means Vt. So the distance from DB will be equals to Vt. Here we can write Vt. So CD is equals to 6V and DB equals to Vt. First of all, we will consider triangle ADB. In triangle ADB, the measurement of this angle is given 60 degree, measurement of BD is given VT, and we have to find out the measurement of AB. So here we can write in triangle ADB, tan 60 degree equals to perpendicular, means AB upon DB. As we know, tan 60 degree equals to root 3. AB will be as it is. On the place of DB, we can write VT as I have calculated right now. Now, after that, we can write AB equals to root 3 VT. So here we got the value of AB. After getting the measurement of AB, now we will consider triangle ABC. Whole triangle we will consider, and in this triangle we will take tan 30 degree. So here we can write in triangle ABC, tan 30 degree equals to perpendicular, means AB, upon base, means BC. So here I have written tan 30 degree equals to AB upon BC. On the place of tan 30 we can write 1 upon root 3. On the place of AB we can write root 3 VT. And on the place of BC we can write CD plus DB. So here we can write tan 30 1 upon root 3. On the place of AB root 3 VT. On the place of BC we can write CD plus DB. 1 upon root 3 will be as it is, root 3 Vt will be as it is. Now CD, the value of CD is 6V and dB is Vt. So here we can write Vt. After that 1 upon root 3 will be as it is, root 3 Vt will be as it is. We can take out common. Now inside the bracket we will have 6 plus T. Now V and V both will cancel. After that root 3 multiplied by root 3 will be equals to 3T. So 6 plus T is equals to 3T, and here we can write 3T minus T equals to 6 or 2T equals to 6, and then we can write here T equals to 3. T is the required time. So finally we can write here the required time will be equals to 3 seconds. So this is the final solution of this question. Thank you for watching this video.